good. Alright, and while we're waiting, we can go ahead and get our business taken care of there. Yep, 2 clicks. And next one will come up on the satellite display and then you'll upload. Yeah, this is like any other GPS. This is all the satellites, and then start popping them up here. And this little dude here is called a transponder. We use this for like navigating with approach control when they talk to us, and we leave it on. It's kind of like our little flag, you know, a little flag flying all the time. Every time we pick up off the ground, we get to a couple hundred feet, we come up on radar.
Gotcha.
And it's emitting out a little frequency, and it's responding back. It's a reply back and forth from us to the radar service. And if you wanted to go to, say, Raleigh today, and you wanted flight following, called Cherry Point approach, you know, on a certain frequency, 1935, we're 47 Charlie Delta, we're leaving, you know, MRH going to RDU, request flight following direct at 2,000 foot. They'll tell you to squawk 1204-1601. You'll put that in, you know, or 0160. And he'll probably tell you to ident. We would hit that ident button. It put a big old glow on his screen. Now he knows where we're at, who we are, how high we are, how fast we're flying, and what our heading is. And if we get up there and that, you know, the traffic, you know, there's other airplanes and helicopters, we get up there and he spots us. He's like, hey, you know, you got traffic coming up at 1 o'clock. I mean, we can use that. And it's nice to have. Generally, helicopters, there isn't that many helicopters, and we all fly pretty low. So, we generally, as helicopter guys, don't use that. 1200 is a standard VFR squawk code. That's what we all squawk. Airplanes, fixed wing, anybody. That just lets everybody know that we're a VFR. But right now, we're on the ground. It's showing ground. As soon as we pick up, it'll switch over to altitude. That's mode C, and it reports. It reports our altitude. It reports our speed. It reports everything. So, it's a good piece to have. A lot of aircraft have traffic advisors in them, and they basically work off of our reply. So another airplane flying close to you, if he's got that piece of equipment, he can see that we're 200 below him or 100 above him. You know, he can see us out there cruising around. So it's a good thing to have that on all the time. A lot of you guys, the renegades, like to fly around with it off completely, just because they feel like nobody can see them, but they can still be seen. Your approach can still, they've got a primary target, they can still see you out there. They just don't know your altitude.
Gotcha.
People think they're hiding when they turn it off. Go. Alright, clutch is adjusted. Yep. Next up is your 70-75. Alright, we're waiting for green on our gauge. We've got green on this one, and we're almost green on that one. Yeah, that's okay. She's in the green. You go ahead and do your mag check. Yeah, less than 7%. Good. And we'll try our left one. About 4% is good. Start heat. Yep, carburetor heat. There'll be a slight delay. You can pull it all the way up. We're watching our CAT gauge, carburetor air temperature. She's deflecting. So it's working. Our hose hadn't fell off or anything. That thing don't move if you ever get in this thing. If it don't move, don't fly it. Don't get it, don't take it off, because there's a chance your carburetor heat scoop or your air duct may have slipped off, or which you should catch on our pre-flight. But you never know. We have got to have that operated.
Alright, now sprag clutch.
Yep, sprag clutch. And you can go ahead and roll her up to about 85 towards me. Once you get over 80, 85, we'll chop it towards you. Go ahead and chop that throttle. Yep, good split. And just let her settle right in. And you always want to hold your throttle back until it gets past 80. Once it gets past 80, then the governor can't grab it.
All right. Door's closed.
Yeah, you want to keep this guy here close to you too. Yeah, I'm closed up.
Right. Friction off.
Okay.
All right, friction's off.
Okay. Alright, old girl's ready to fly. Then roll her on up. 80's gonna get it. Governor takes it. There you go.
Alright.
Alright, we'll check our low RPM horn. Want to lift our collective nice and gentle, about an inch. Alright, we'll stop lifting now. Gentle roll down. 95, 97. Alright, just lower the collective. The governor takes it back for you. Okie dokie. Scooter's ready to go. Alright, eyes outside. Way outside. And lift and fix. Whoops, you're rolling throttle.
Oh, yeah.
If I ever want to roll throttle. And what happened, your grip is too hard on it. You just want just a light, just kind of cup your hand underneath of it. You don't ever want to grab a hold of your collective because our governor is only, it takes like a half a pound to override it. All right, want to just relax and just nice gentle pickup. Yep. Because if we hold our throttle, the correlator advances our. We hold the collective, the correlator advances our throttle as we raise. Eyes way outside, don't look down. Alright, let's fix that. A little left side clip. Yeah, a little right pedal. A little aft side clip. There you go. Eyes outside, you just done it. It's all you. Way outside. Yeah, I told you you'd be picking up off this pad shortly. You just did it. Alright, the wind's kind of on our left side. It's not a whole lot of wind, but it's enough to make you wobble a little bit. Let's just walk her out here somewhere in the grass and put her nose over here toward the little building. That wind's been up and down all day. Hey, look at this. Huh? Pretty sweet, huh? That's all you, buddy. Let's get her down to that 3 to 5 foot hover. A lot more efficient down here in the ground effect. Eyes outside, stay with her. Get her all calmed down. Alright, just sink her down a little bit, 3 to 5. Because in the summertime, we will not have enough power to hover that high. These are on down. Yeah, come on down. There's 5 foot right there. Eyes outside. Nose back just behind us over here. Tiny little inputs. Yep. Beautiful. Keep them slow, and then we don't have to arrest that big stop. Real slow. If we start spinning up fast, we have to stab a pedal. It takes a lot of power away from us. Alright, we're just going to do a normal takeoff here. Let's go ahead and head right towards the flea mall sign there if you want to. Power set, you can get you another inch of manifold there. Just raise her up just a little bit. Just start easing her forward. Faster we go, the more efficient the blades are. We're getting ready to go through ETL. And there it is. Feel that?
Yeah.
Yep, hold that nose out here straight. Look way outside. We keep pushing over a little bit. We'll get some air speed going.
Yeah.
Stay with her. Where's them feet? Wake them feet up down there. Them feet's all locked up on me. There you go. Wake them up.
Alright.
Alright, wake up down there. There you go. Way outside. Okay, now let's put a little right pedal in. Get that nose on over for some more air speed. Yep, looking 60 knots. 60's our goal, man. That's where the magic's at. If you need it. see there. Very nice.
60?
Yeah, there you go. 60 plus is good. Anything above 60.
Okay.
I'll go 21.5 inches, 500 foot here, kind of level off at that. When you get her kind of settled in, we'll hold that 500, just ease right down to marsh here. Just kind of work yourself right down to marsh. Still got a little climb going. We'll get a little flash outside, and we'll kind of lower that collective just a touch, maybe fix that 200. And we get the 25, 50 foot range. We can fix it with cyclic, or you can fix it with collective. But 100 foot or above, probably better to just lower a little collective, get your altitude. Yeah. There you go. Got a little vertical descent going. All right, let's look back outside. Oh, look, we're cooking over there. And if we get too much pitch in, we're going to start slowing down, and we'll still maintain a same altitude. So if you lower your collective, you want to kind of let her come on down a little bit. There you go. Weakness. Yeah, it's working out. Look, at 300 foot a minute, that's a good rate of descent or a good rate of climb. Everything happens slow.
Right.
Gives us time to work. Gives us time to think a little bit. I'm on all three controls with you. If we get down here 1,000 foot, 12, 1,500 foot a minute, look at that ground coming up.
Oh, yeah.
Keep coming, ain't you?
Yeah.
We wouldn't want it to come that fast. So let's keep it about 300 to 400 foot a minute on our verticals. It's all controllable. All right, you have all three. This thing goes to crap real quick. That 1,000, 1,500 foot a minute vertical descent. And when you got a descent like that, there's a good chance that your airspeed's getting a little radical. Really gives you some big workload in here. You want to keep that workload low, keep a lot of energy in the ship. Always and forever. All right, take us back to 500. You got 23.5 inches or 23.2 today to pull. We can use 23.5 to get back up to your altitude. Pitch attitude's going to be airspeed. Collective's going to be altitude. Just a touch of right pedal will get you back on track there. Get her all stabilized. Yeah, you go. And we got a little carburetor heat going on there we probably need to deal with. It's up in the yellow. So let's reach down there and pull you about a couple inches of carburetor heat. Yeah. And we want to keep her out of yellow all the time. Anytime we're below 18 inches of manifold pressure, we ignore the gauge and apply full carburetor heat. Gotcha. Good? Yeah. All down in there. Weakness. Just relax and fly. Is good. Yeah, let's fly the shoreline. That's a good idea. Do a little maneuver in there. Yep, 500, 20, 21 inches. That inches of manifold don't have to be stamped 21.35 or 20. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can work your power setting. It's lower the power setting, the slower we go. We're around that 20, 21 inch mark. This little girl likes to settle in about that 20, 21. That's where she likes it at. There you go. Fly her out. The more the angle of bank we put on, the more aggressive the machine wants to slip off on us. It wants to slide out. So you have to apply a touch of back pressure just to get that nose to hold it around them curves. There you go, crank her right on over. Right down that shoreline there. Yeah. Now the nose wants to dip out on him. Yep. As we're putting a little bit of a right cyclic in, we're going to, it just depends on how strong it is. We're going to have to pull a little more and more aft to hold the nose up. When we apply aft cyclic and a strong turn, we increase the load factor on the machine, which is basically like putting another 300 pound or 400 pound in the helicopter. It makes it heavier. And you feel your self tighten up against the seat. So you've increased the G load on it. And actually increase energy like that as well. We'll work on that stuff as we start doing the auto rotations. You'll understand the aft with the energy. Because, instead of the wind going across the blades at this moment, when we pull aft on it, it goes up underneath that, really spikes it, really loads it up. Very cool stuff. You're going to get all into those autos. Won't be long, we'll be doing them too. We'll just head right over toward the airport over here. 22.8, we're on the frequency. Murphy Moorhead, City Traffic Helicopter 47 Charlie Delta is 3 miles. We're west of the field, northwest of the field, 500 and bound for some maneuvers. Perfect. Feel good?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
feels good.
It's looking good. Hey, all dialed in here. Hey, I remember when we were doing this. It's coming together. Coming together. And the wind's pretty much on our right side. We can tell by the tetrahedron. Out there in the middle of the field, it's pointing into the wind. And the water as well.
Yep.
The streaks on the water. A lot of times will line up with the wind direction.
So would I go out and approach that way?
Yeah, we'll just go out. You can start making your turn out here. Kind of be like, we're gonna go to the, we'll go to runway 21. Yeah, the one straight across this way. You can see the 21 on it there. We'll go ahead and roll over on what we would call this a right downwind, or runway 21, or parallel the runway. And another way you can tell that is put the 21 down here at the bottom. The reciprocal radio is gonna be 030. Yeah, you put that on 30, then you ain't even got to look at it, you're parallel. Unless you've got a strong wind correction angle, like a hard left crosswind, you'd have to be actually, on like a 010 heading to maintain a 030, because we crab sideways as we fly. Alright, go ahead and pull full carburetor heat. Yep, gauge is in the green, top of the green, plenty of gas. We'll go ahead and turn our right base. And we'll just maintain this right here. And our right base is going to be 90 degrees. We'll just basically find a big rectangle. Alright, you can go ahead and start turning in on final there. Murphy Moorhead City Traffic Helicopter 47 Charlie Delta is right base to final runway 21, Murphy Moorhead. Yeah, we'll line up 21 there, crank her on over. Alright, let's get our power setting in. We'll drop our power down about 15, 16 inches. As you lower power, we'll touch an aft cyclic. We don't want to go down real low, we just kind of want to make a nice straight line down to 21. So it's going to take a right good bit of aft cyclic and a good bit of lower there. As you lower, it's going to take right pedal. Yep, aft, 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 more aft, lower, aft, aft, aft. Yeah, just putting our brakes on is all we're doing. Lower. Aft, aft, lower, more aft. Hold that picture. Alright, let's gently start pulling that collective. Just gentle, we don't want to hop it up, we just want to hold her level here. Eyes outside. Push on through it, lift and push that pedal. Yep, full power, pull. Eyes outside, left pedal, way over here. Yep. Hey, look at there, there's a transition right there. Alright, let's do it right back into forward flight. Just gently ease into it. We don't want to climb up high, we want to kind of stay down low. Just feed her over a little more at a time. When we put it in, we don't want to take it back out. We want to kind of put in a little bit and hold it. And then put a little bit more. As we increase our airspeed, we have to put more in. Because as she starts getting efficient and faster, she wants to fly up. So we have to keep feeding that nose down. Yep, you have all three. And we'll put that full power in there, 23.2. Then we'll climb up to 300 feet. 60 plus knots is looking really good. If we needed to right now, we could take her down there and put her in that parking lot. You're up here at 30 knots. Better be ready for it. Alright, there's 300 foot. We'll turn our right crosswind. And we'll keep it climbing at the same time, maintain that 23 engine, 60 plus knots. And you have all that control and pitch. Yep, that's your airspeed. Alright, we'll roll her out level here. This is our right crosswind. It's just a big rectangle, right 90 degrees. Alright, we're beamer number, full carburetor heat. This is every time, pre-landing checklist. Yep, full carburetor heat gauges are in the green, top of the green. No traffic, plenty of fuel. Alright, let's set our power about 17 inches. As we lower, just a touch of aft, right pedal. Alright, let's start turning base leg. And we'll maintain 60 knots till we turn final. 55, 60, okay. Look at your window there and to give you some idea on how hard you need to turn to get back on final. Airboat from Boyd Helicopter 47 Charlie Devil's turning right base to final. Runway 21. How big a pull is when the pitch attitude gets out. You come in with a nice stable platform. Not much pitch. Just a gradual slowdown. When you get down to your ground effect, you really don't have a whole lot to do. It's just kind of whoop. But if we're standing up like this, we got to shove that thing over, pull collective like crazy. Good. Look, you're not doing any inputs hardly. The machine's just floating. The wind's blowing it right along. It's because we're keeping the vortex. The helicopter's over top of the vortex. The wind's blowing both those at the same rate. Kind of like a dandelion. Yeah, we'll taxi right on down. Alright, try to keep thinking moving that way and put our nose over here. Just kind of bump your cyclic over that way. Look out here. Don't look out your side there. Just a little glance maybe every once in a while. Let's head on across the grass out there. Look outside. Just feed that cyclic in to the right, that left pedal. Put that nose over here. Yeah. There you go. Fly around sideways a little bit. Now look at your window there, see how that feels. We're kind of in and out of ETL right on the edge of it. Some idea, different configurations, how it feels. Ain't so bad, is it? Nope. Flying right along sideways, like a big dog. Love it. Ain't nothing behind us there. Just keep your eyes outside. Let's kind of put a little half cyclic in. Eyes way outside. Keep that altitude right. Let her up a little bit, yeah. Yeah, let's keep feeding her a little bit backwards. There's nothing behind us. Keep bumping her back. Eyes way outside. You're watching that ground run out from underneath of you. Not looking at it, but you see it. Eyes outside. Alright, as we keep moving this way, let's put a little right pedal in. And hold us up a little bit, yeah. Got that right window. Keep feeding the right cyclic. Right cyclic. Yeah. A little left pedal. Come on, there you go. Yeah, this thing will fly any way you want it to. Do it. Hey, what? Alright, eyes outside. Let's put her nose in the wind and get ready to stop her right here. Yeah. Just like that. That sure feels good. And see little trees, brushy stuff like that there. Yep, probably better to stay away from that stuff. If that thing can cycle up, see that hopping up? Let's ease away from that. If that thing goes through our rotor, probably do some damage. Let's walk on out of here. Let's go ahead and do a normal takeoff here, kind of toward the windsock there. Look at there. See what you're doing? You're pushing through it. See there? You didn't feel ETL there. Nope. Push right on through it. Alright, now let's go ahead and lower that collective. Right pedal. Lower, 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 lower. Right pedal. Aft, aft, aft. Lower, lower, lower. Come on down. 6 inches. Come on. Come on, don't be scared. Lower, lower, lower. Little right pedal. Aft, aft, aft. Now just hold this. We don't want to get more aggressive because then we're going to have to arrest it. Start pulling. pulling. Push that nose over. Push that nose over. Start pulling. How'd that work out for you? Pretty damn good.
Oh yeah.
See there? It's the secret is getting that nose back down. If we hold that nose up, you can expect it, because it don't want to fly this way. If it stops, it's going to start going backwards. So we get our nose over when we start to terminate. Everything just comes together. Alright, let's ease her up a little bit here. Back to the ramp, get some gas. Left turn here, the nose. Now remember that wind's blowing, so look at it, it's trying to push us. So just think about a little aft cyclic to slow it down. Yeah. So whatever the wind direction is blowing in, we kind of got to hit that direction with our cyclic in any configuration. So I'm on the controls, all three controls with you. If we're sitting here and we got wind on the left side, we've got to lean into it with our cyclic. Yeah. As we turn a little bit more left, we got to be at the 10 o'clock with our cyclic. And right along here, we got to be 11 o'clock with our cyclic. Right here, we got to be 12 o'clock with our cyclic. Here, a little bit of 1 o'clock. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
A little bit of 3 o'clock. Bit of 4, 5, and 6. Alright, you have all three. And depending on how hard the wind is, of course, how much you put in. But it's not really a stab, it's just a little feed. So you're just feeding it in there. But knowing it's coming, knowing it's going to be there, being able to color the air outside, that's when it starts happening. Yeah, let's try to keep her nice. About this speed here is good. A little slower, maybe. Work right down this taxiway line here. Best you can, stay right over the top of it.